let's get company specific. And Recce Pharmaceuticals granted an antiviral patent for its anti-infectives drug. To take us through the details, CEO James Graham joins us live. Welcome back to Ausbiz, James. Good to have you here. So what is this latest announcement? How close does it get you to commercialization? That's always the question, isn't it?
Yeah, look, it's a very positive announcement and step in the company's path towards commercialisation. Only last month we had this patent family 3, which takes us out to November of 2037, so a lot of market exclusivity between now and then, and that being in Japan. And yesterday granted in Europe as well, really representing around a third of the globe pharmaceutical market. So as a priority 1 test candidate in the coronavirus campaign of the Australian government, as well as related coronavirus campaigns with our lead drug candidate, a new antiviral formulation that this patent relates to, puts us in a really good position to continue to advance our anti-infective program.
And what other markets are you looking for when it comes to these patents?
Yeah, the other pending patent applications relate to the United States, China, Australia, and I believe one other. But it does extend a number of compounds, our Recce 327 for antibiotic resistance or superbugs with viral applications, as this supports, and our new application too. So yeah, it's a good time to be in infectious diseases.
Well, it's a good time to be in business. Is it a good time to be a biotech in Australia?
Yes, look, I think the global recognition of the importance of new medicine and the value thereof does start to see the recognition of a good technology and how that can be applied internationally. I mean, a couple of weeks ago, by example, we dual listed on the Frankfurt Stock Exchange. Yes, obviously that opens up the capital networks. Not that we need capital with around 30 million on or 20-ish million on our balance sheet, but it starts to give us access to those capital networks, bigger patient populations, significant unmet medical needs across a variety of indications from little old Australia. So yes, I think good Australian technology can be globally relevant.
And I understand, James, that you have a trial of one of your antibiotics in Perth, the team including burns wound specialist Fiona Wood. Tell us a bit more about that one.
Yeah, Professor Fiona Wood is an amazing person, an amazing, I wouldn't call her an asset per se, but now and then you get the privilege of working alongside certain people. I mean, the company was founded by a former head of research of Johnson & Johnson Australasia. We utilise that compound now in a variety of areas, and one area is with Professor Fiona Wood on her vulnerable burns patient population. We'd actually be expecting data in the very near term related to first patient or patients, which could be multi-drug resistant infections, any number of different type of bacterial strains. And when you extrapolate that out to a global landscape, what that could represent as value and a sign of new hope to come is something we are very excited about.
I know you can't give too much away, James, but do you have other pharmaceutical companies coming knocking? Do you have interest in the company?
Yeah, look, absolutely. So often, I think a little pharmaceutical or a little biotech company looks to big pharma, and they look to them for 2 things. One is cash, and the other is market distribution. Well, we have a very strong balance sheet with at least 20-ish million cash at bank, so we don't need them for that. And then we look to market distribution. Well, I think our negotiating position when it comes to market distribution will only be enhanced by the activities that are driven by our unique mechanism of action and multiple studies across the world at this time. So yes, we have confidentiality agreements with Big Pharma. Yes, we're in those discussions, but we're not in a position of having to make a deal too early. It's a privilege to be in to be able to state such anyway.
Yeah. All right, James Graham, thank you for joining us again to get us across that latest update. Appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you.